pelvis over here. We are going to be enjoying, with the company of our friend Olaf, we are going to be enjoying a festive-themed, delightful, relaxing and releasing class. I'm going to pin this to the front for you for afterwards. We're going to lengthen out through the waist, through the other side. Bring the hip out to the side. You can start to really sweep through that motion there. Bring your hands up top. Happy new moon. At the moment this class is live, it is new moon. Just gone new moon. 4:16 p.m. for us here, UK time. New moon in Sagittarius. It's also an eclipse. It's the last eclipse of the year. Just make that a little bit faster. Bring all of that joyous warmth to hips. Cigar. So we're enjoying in this class bringing lots of different regions and religions together. This is Middle Eastern rhythms, Christian carols, belly dance movements and goddess movements with elven wear here in Scotland and France. Also, we've got France live on the line. We had America. And if this is making its way to YouTube, if you're watching this on YouTube, hello. Hi. Thank you for joining us. Wherever you are in the world, we're a global community. We are a global family. Thank you for being here. So we are not particular about following any set traditions. We are entirely inclusive in our celebration of global themes. A lovely warm up. Bring your hands up overhead. Let's reach up to the sky. So this year, on the winter solstice, let's release that out. Wow. I actually have an alignment of Saturn and Jupiter in the sky, which are going to form the Star of Bethlehem for the first time in, if you know how long, pop the answer in the comments. And with that, if you're into astrology, or even if you're not, many ancient civilizations believed that the alignment of the planets and the stars up in the sky, as above, so below. Let's bring that into figure of 8. Really enjoy that sensation. The soothing movement through waist, releasing back. And so they believed that whatever energies were up above, it would affect us down here on Earth. And all of this that I'm talking about just now is also happening at the same time as we shift out of Capricorn and into Aquarius, the age of Aquarius. Let's reverse that movement, shall we? Bring it back, twist forwards, back, Twist forwards. At the same time as all of that, like now we're going even deeper into this. At the same time as that, it's the year 2020. And in numerology, that's a very powerful year. Oh, doesn't that feel good? So we're going to harness some of that power, some of that energy for ourselves under that new moon energy. And even if you're watching this ahead of this point right now, that energy's still there available to you. So whether you want to work within your own energy rhythms, your own cyclical flow of energy, or whether you're open to the idea of being able to harness in that energy from the moon, in the same way that the tides are affected by the moon. Just an invitation to play with that. We are, after all Christmassy elves who have come down from the North Pole to have a bit of fun. Wee. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can camel that movement down. Bring that energy down. Nice. Bring it back into that flowing arm. And then we're going to begin to work with deep stretching. Bring the hands up, bring one hip out to the side, and making sure that your hips remain in alignment. Bend through your knee as you come out to the side, back to center. To center, other side. This time we can come all the way around. We're going to lengthen all the way through. Deep breath in. I just caught sight of myself there in the camera, in the little screen, and just remembered what I'm wearing. Coming into center. Every year I actually dress, okay, not quite exactly like this, but I do like to dress as an elf in everyday life at this time of year and hand out candy canes to everybody that I pass. Some people look at you like you're a complete weirdo, and they'd be mostly right. But it's amazing how confused people are when you just give them something. You just give them a treat, and they're sort of, do I need to give you anything in return? And I'm like, no, just a smile. Deep breath in. And as you breathe out, we're going to forward fold out of your hips with a nice straight back. You can bend through your knees if you want to there. We're not in any hurry to express that stretch. You can literally just enjoy that increased blood flow to your brain. We're just going to hang out here for a moment whilst we sing the tune, Why Are We Waiting? Deep breath in. As we breathe out, let's come round towards one side. Keep your hips nice and still and steady. We're coming out to that one side, releasing out through the hip, through the waist, through the back. Deep breath in. And as we breathe out, coming back into center. Oh, sorry, Olaf. Almost knocked you over there, my dude. Coming through the other side. How cool is Olaf though? Like, seriously. All good things, all good things. Oh, that feels nice, doesn't it? Deep breath in. As you breathe out, let's come back into center there. And as you begin to unwind, just take your time as you come upwards through one vertebrae at a time. See if you can feel each individual vertebrae aligning all the way up to center. Wow. Wow. An invitation now, if you would like to get yourself a cushion or something to prop your hips up on, you can do that. Maybe also having close by a layer to place on towards the end. We're going to come down towards the mat, resting in a nice comfortable position, high up on hip bones. We're going to roll the shoulders round. Oh, this time of year, the shoulders always, they creep up, don't they? They creep up and they creep forwards and in like this. Do that for a moment. Wow. Notice how you feel in your mind when you do that. It feels quite closed off, doesn't it? Wouldn't it be nice to really drop and release that tension and open out to possibilities? So let's open up. Open up through chest, release your shoulders. We can encourage that some more by literally reminding us what that feels like. So we're going to bring the shoulders all the way up to the ears and come forwards, round through your back. Perhaps bring your hands in towards you, kind of close in, almost towards the fetal position. And then take a deep breath in and lower the shoulders down. Doesn't that feel good? Bring your hands up towards the back of the head here. We're going to bring the elbows in together, this time coming down. You can release through the back of your neck as you bring your chin to your chest. And then release that. And as you release that, bring the elbows wide. Bring the shoulder blades together. Slide them down your back. Take the elbows wide. Take them as wide as you can. Really open up through the chest, shoulders. And then we're going to bring the hands down by your side and just rest them down by your side there. That's nice, huh? Here, you can either anchor your hand underneath your hip or walk your fingers away from you and bring your hand down towards the ground. That's going to keep that shoulder low. Other hand coming all the way round. We're going to stretch out through one side of the neck. Keep that nice straight back. Keep the chest open and bright. And we're sitting up high on hip bones. Use your pelvic floor muscles to activate, allowing you to relax through your back, allowing you to relax through your hip flexors and the thighs. If you want to, you could take that on diagonal. Gently come into center. And all the way through center, up to center, release. Let's take that to the other side. Dome. That was nice, wasn't it? Releasing through that side. You can take that on diagonal there. Doom, taka, taka, doom, taka, taka, doom. Into center there. Bring both hands all the way round in a circular motion. Just notice how much range of motion now you have. Place the hands down, palms of the hands up to the sky. We're going to rotate around through the head. Look one way, bring it back through center. Look the other way. Oh, that feels good. Da, 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 da. Into center. Semicircles. Yay! That was lovely, wasn't it? Here, we're going to bring our heels together. And then sitting up high on hip bones, bring the knees down to the ground. We're pivoting forwards, and as you pivot forwards, bring the ribcage up and over the top of your feet. If you weren't feeling all festive and jolly, like I think you will be now. Let's bring the knee up towards the sky. Bring it in front. Bring the toes in towards you. Come on, toes. Come on, toes. Come to me, come to me, come to me. Lift your hands. And then we're going to align towards that leg and pivot forwards through your hips. Pivoting out of your hips, nice straight back. You can bring your hands down either side of that foot. You can reach towards that foot if you'd rather. Take it to where it feels good for you right here and right now. Really lengthening out through the hamstrings there. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, let's release her there, back into center. On the other side, we're gonna lift through the knees, slide forwards. Just notice one of your elven legs is longer than the other. Do you feel that? I definitely think mine have shifted. Oh my gosh, one candy cane is gigantic. The other one has been nibbled. Let's lift through the knee, take it down to the side. Again, readjusting, nice and high on hips. Raise up through your hands. Let's pivot through the hips, come forwards. Bring the rib cage up and over the feet. Of course, not fully. That's just like giving you a visual there. We don't actually want to bring the rib cage up and over the feet because that would be like contortionist movement. We're elves, we're not contortionists. Although there might be some elves that are contortionists. I don't know any though. None of my friends at the North Pole are. Deep breath in. And as we breathe out, let's come back into center. And then let's bring that back to center there. This time, let's see if perhaps there's a little bit extra flexibility available to you. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, bring the ribcage up and over, guiding it forwards and bringing a little bit of tension on the inside of legs, bringing the knees closer to the ground. I don't know about you, but I definitely feel a difference this time. Do you? Give me a big nod if you do. Yes. Oh, that's good. Nice deep breath in. And as you breathe out, let's unwind to come back into center, resting nice and tall. And then coming down towards the ground, we're going to whirl round. Here, we're going to come down towards the mat. You can be on your forearm. The low leg, you want to take about 90 degrees with the foot behind you. The upper leg, you're going to bring it down on top. Make sure there's a little bit of a bend through there. We're going to lift upwards. Deep breath in. You can either remain here or you can lift your hips upwards to form a bridge. You can either stay here or you can roll a camel. Wow! Well done. You did that. That was an extended length of time there, perhaps. And then on the other side, let's come to the other side. Let's pop Olaf over this side. We're going to come down to the ground. Create that straight line. You're going to stack your hips. So stack your joints on top of each other. Bring that underneath foot in behind you. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to lift up, form that straight line, create that bridge, and you're going to roll that camel movement all the way down towards your toes. So it starts from here and it travels all the way down. If that's tricky for you, you can literally just stay with the stationary bridge or return your hips to the ground. Wow, deep breath in. And as we breathe out, we're going to lower back down. Wow. Wow, well done. Well done. Woohoo, you just did that. Wow, it's not an easy movement at all. It's quite tricky, in fact. Uses a lot of muscle control, and it's very strengthening for your whole body. Hi, dude. Aw, he likes warm hugs. And so do I. All right. So let's take our feet about shoulder width apart, knees about shoulder or hip width. Hips are in alignment there, neither one is leading. Let's bring the arms up on diagonal. So you can either come down onto your side, or you can join me here in rolling through your hips and coming down one vertebrae at a time through your low back, mid back, upper back, shoulders, neck, and head. Bring your hands down by your sides. You can bring your hands nice and low. Slide the shoulder blades together and slide them down your back. You're going to bring your toes in towards you. Lengthen out through the back of the legs and then release that. So just before we move on and go deeper down into relaxation, I thought we would just really enjoy, before we go into the holidays, something that's really, really wonderful for your digestive system, but it's also really good for the balance between your hip flexors and the glutes. Something that can often come out of whack whenever we're sitting enjoying things like Christmassy movies and being all huddled in a ball underneath a blankie. So let's bring our feet up a little bit. Bring your knees up towards the sky. We're going to lengthen through the spine. Take a deep breath in. And as we breathe out, we're going to raise the hips upwards. Create a straight line through the knees, through your hips, to your shoulders. You can use your hands on the ground. Maybe just a very gentle pressing into the ground with your hands. So your arms and your shoulders are just ever so slightly active. Here you want to use your glutes, the back of your legs, your thighs, and a tiny bit of your hip flexors as well. But mostly you want to be using your thighs here. So we're going to lift through one hip, then the other hip, lift through one, lift through the other. And then when we're not lifting on one, so when we're activating through the glutes on one side, we're releasing the glutes on the other side. And then we're going to reverse to the other side and lift and lower, happening simultaneously. Then activate both sides. And then here is absolutely gorgeous for your spine. This is spinal wellness. It's like receiving a massage for each individual vertebrae. So you're gently going to return vertebrae from the upper back all the way down through the mid back, really very gently lowering down through the small of the back. Your hips return to the ground. Relax through the muscles of your legs and just take a moment there to relax. You could take your heels a little bit wider if you want to and just rest the knees in towards each other. And just allow the legs to release and relax there. And then bringing the heels back in again. At this point, we're going to bring one knee in towards our chest. And you can circle it round. And gently hug that knee into your chest. At the same time as that, you could lengthen through the other leg and bring the toes up towards you so you can lift it off of the ground slightly. Pressing the heel away on that leg and the toes towards you. And then we're going to release that foot to the ground and release the other leg. Extend it out wide. On the other side, bring that knee in towards you. And we're just going to really release and massage out through each of your internal organs on the other side, through the hips themselves. And then you're going to bring that knee in towards the chest. Lift gently through the extended leg. Bring the toes towards you. Press the heel away from you. Lengthen through the back of that leg. It's nice and active through the front of the leg as well. A deep breath in here. As we breathe out, release through there. We're going to bring it all the way back down to the ground. And this time we're going to raise our feet upwards, the heels towards your glute. Bring your knees to the sky. Press your hands down into the ground. Make sure your shoulder blades are nice and low. Once more. Deep breath in. And as you breathe out, you're going to lift your hips up. Create that straight line all the way through from your shoulders to your hips and your knees. And this time a little bit faster if you want to. You can rock through the hips. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You can make that even faster if you want to. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Whee! Well done. Returning very gently, one vertebrae at a time, down to the ground. Coming down through your upper back. All the way through each individual vertebrae, through your mid-back. All the way through your low back. And if you're someone who has a natural anterior tilt through your spine, through your pelvis and through your spine, this is wonderful for releasing that out. Here, we're going to bring both knees up and towards us. Both knees, we're going to just gently grip on. You can circle round if you want to. You can come out to the sides, massaging out through those back muscles and through the kidneys as well, giving those a little bit of a boost. Liver and kidneys, enjoying this. Deep breath in. In the center, let's release the legs out wide. Bring the toes in towards you. Walk the hands down to your feet. Rotate the palms up towards the sky. At this point here, if you would like to take on an extra layer, maybe a sweater, something that you can get super comfortable in, maybe a blanket, you can get that now. And as you come into stillness, resting down either on your back or on your side or in a seated position, a moment to take deep rest. If you've been being strong for some time now, I'd like to acknowledge that. You've been doing incredibly well. And now is your time to really rest and replenish, to restore yourself and rejuvenate any tension that you've been holding on to. It's time to allow that to release. And if you'd like to do that, we can do that together now. First of all, taking a deep breath in, feel your belly rise up to the sky with the breath. The chest opens fully, expansively. Hold that breath within your body and allow it to do what it really wants to do, to nourish you. And as you breathe out in your own time, breathing out fully, and with it feel your muscles descend closer to the ground, closer into comfort. Deep breath in. And as you breathe out, a wave of relaxation travels throughout your entire body. As each of your muscles begin to soften furthermore. We can contract the muscles of your feet, ankles, low legs, your upper legs, through your hips and your glutes. Squeeze through those muscles. Feel your hips rise up higher and higher off of the ground. Squeeze through those muscles. Feel the strength within those muscles, and then release them. And as you release them, feel a wave of warmth, of relaxation as it travels upwards through each of your toes, soles of your feet, tops of your feet, your ankles, your low legs, through your knees, your upper legs, through your hips, your glutes. Traveling upwards through your back, we can contract the muscles of back, low back, mid back, upper back, your waist, belly and chest. Feel those muscles shorten and strengthen. Squeeze through those muscles and then release them. Lengthening through, relaxing down, releasing. How your body has longed for this moment to release and relax. And with the calming and soothing of body comes a calming and soothing of mind. Relaxation sweeps upwards to shoulders, down through arms, wrists and hands. We can contract the muscles of shoulders, your upper arms, forearms, wrists. Squeeze, form a fist, squeeze through hands. Squeeze through those muscles. You could rotate round into a power stance and know that you are stronger than you ever realized. And take that knowledge deep down within. Know that it's there. And with that knowledge comes the invitation to soften. Softening through those muscles. Feel the shoulders descend closer to the ground. Warmth, relaxation sweep through upper arms, elbows, forearms, heavy with comfort. Wrists descending deeper, down and down and down and down. Even your hands and your fingertips deeply relaxed. All of the fingers of your right hand relax. Feel all of the fingers of your left hand relax as you sink down and down and down, deeper and deeper to the ground. Long muscles of neck soften with warmth and gravity. The back of your neck relaxes. Relax the back of your head, the sides of your head. Relax your ears, top of your head, your forehead. Relax your brow. Relax your eyes, softening. Relax your cheeks, relax your jaw, your mouth, throat, tongue. Feel that space in the center of your forehead activate. Third eye opens. As you become more in tune with your own intuition, trusting that deep wisdom of just knowing, simply knowing without even knowing. And in this moment, if you would like to set an intention, you can go ahead and do that now. And letting go of the idea of trying. Letting go of the concept of efforting. Returning to a way of simply being. And with that, your intention flows effortlessly to you and from you. In an energetic flow to you and from you. An abundance of energy flows to you and from you. With every breath replenishing. With every breath relaxing and restoring. Remember. Remember. Relax. Relax. Bathe in this peaceful calm for a few breath cycles. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, feel yourself gently coming back and back and back into your body, coming back into alertness, traveling back into awareness, traveling back into body, back into mind, back into spirit. And coming back into deep breath. And this time, on your next breath in, if your eyes were closed, as you breathe out, you can gently begin to blink them open. Coming back into your body, you can bring small movements to fingertips and toes. Feel that movement grow as you notice how much more replenished energy you have. Feeling deeply calm and relaxed, but also gently energized, refreshed and renewed. And we can spread that energy throughout the whole body, bringing movements. You might want to bring your hands up overhead and a big stretch. A big morning stretch. Good morning. It's evening here right now, but good morning. It feels like morning. Oh, bringing your hands together in a heart space, bowing your head in gratitude to you for showing up for yourself, for giving yourself this super valuable time, and for remembering to simply be. And so it is. If you're resting down on your back, you can slide one foot up towards your glute, and you can bring the other hand over. You can bring your hand over the top of your body. Push off with your foot and then catch yourself with your hand. Push off with your hand and gently return back to a seated position. And if you were on your side, of course, simply pushing off. And take your time as you come round. You probably find that it might not have necessarily felt like it at the time, but lots will have shifted for you in this session. I'm certainly aware of that. Do drink plenty of hydration as well. Thank you. If you've enjoyed this video, please remember to like, subscribe, and hit notifications so you can be informed of when the next video goes up. If you'd like to support the creation of these videos, remember you can head along to patreon.com/Little Egypt Studio, where you'll find a community of other enjoyers of these videos. See you soon. Bye.